Ali decided that if him never get enough food, he would strike and lock off the music in here. So I guess that tells us that the best way to our dad's hearts are their stomachs, right? Well, it's all about the daddies today, and they're in for some scrumptious treats. Here with us to share their favorite moments as a dad are four dads: Maurice Marshall, Kavan Allen, Barrington Brown, and of course Sershan Morris, who are joined by owner of Surf and Turf Fridays, Duran McLean. So, before we go any further, could you tell us, Duran, why you chose this fantastic menu for the daddies this morning?
Morning weekend smile. Well, dads go through every year not being appreciated much. So I got an opportunity to prepare some meals for the dads.
On the parliament,
So the name Surf and Turf is basically I prepare anything from the land or from the sea. So I decided to treat them from both. So they're getting garlic shrimp infused stamp and go,
Yes.
coconut crusted snapper fish fillet, deep fried sweet potato croquettes, and ackee and sawfish quiche.
Whew.
So, you know.
Boy, on Mother's Day, I never get nothing.
Only the best for the best, you know. They do a lot of behind the scenes work. And, you know, we're not, because I'm a dad too.
Yes.
We're good with the work that we put in, but at times we do need to be pampered.
You need the encouragement and the pampering.
Yeah.
You have how many kids?
2.
And what's your journey been like as a daddy?
A beautiful one, you know. I have a lovely daughter. She's 7 years old. And a new baby boy on the block, 1.5 years old.
He's not new then, man. I talked to that in about long time. You never see the little 8 months old have long conversation. Well, congratulations.
Thank you,
Of course,
you.
Patrick and Candice, we want to say thank you for helping to make this a wonderful celebration for the daddies. We have some very hot ladies here to serve these gentlemen. And of course, I'm going to throw over to Dwayne and he's going to take it away with the rest of the dads who are being celebrated this morning.
I'm just ready for the food. No, we were having a great conversation, the fathers here and sons as well, about the difference in parenting style. Some people celebrate mothers on Mothers and Father's Day, and the fathers don't get recognition. We were talking earlier about the father who rides his bicycle to take his son or his daughter to school. Why do you think that fathers don't get the recognition they deserve?
We're about to be recognized.
Yes, anyone can answer. Why do you think fathers don't get the recognition they deserve?
I think majority of the time, I think society has, unfortunately, the bad is what has given us that, the good suffer for the bad type of thing, and because of that, we will always, and I hope it will change from saying always to change to being that it will never be that way in terms of the bad fathers, the sperm donors, as in the song Conscience, you know, those are the ones that have not been around, don't really care about the child, and of course the children, you know, grow up to not being really, and that's what has caused that bad rap.
Yeah, I like to add as well, I think because it's not so popular as it used to be for our parents, you know, marriage and have children within a marriage anymore, the child tends to live with the mother.
Okay.
So even if the father is playing somewhat of a role, the child lives with the mother. That's the norm. And so I think the role of the father gets downplayed because I didn't live with you. So I think that also adds to the whole dynamic of why they don't recognize fathers much anymore.
And then the outside will look in, seeing the child with the mother and saying, boy, what happened to the father?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, if he's not present in the home. So that
Maurice, what do you think can be done to change this mindset around fathers? Because they are good fathers around.
They are good fathers, and the fact is that we have to keep promoting and highlighting what these persons are doing. If you continue to see a negative aspect being portrayed all the time within a particular space, eventually it becomes believed. For those fathers who are doing what they're supposed to do, and many without fanfare, they really ought to ensure that those stories get promoted, those stories get told, and it is understood that this is what the norm is supposed to be. This is part of what's happening. So it's not just the bad side, but there are these persons who are doing what they're supposed to do as well.
Right, so do you think it's important though for fathers to be recognized as much as mothers are recognized? How much do you think as fathers getting recognition, how much does that mean to you guys?
Absolutely.
I mean, without a doubt, you always want to be. It feels good. It feels that you're doing something. It feels that you are worthy of their love. That's the greatest, one of the greatest things you can ever feel. You know, the love of your child and that gratitude that you're seeing outpour from them. And I mean, not only that, but I mean, from your friends and whatever as well. But society and a whole that makes you feel good and feels that you're doing your job. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're making that effort.
Because a lot of times, fathers do put out that extra effort to make sure their children are good.
Nurture and take care of and so on, right.
And then you find that when you don't feel that, well, boy, they appreciate this, or the people around them appreciate it,
Yes.
you know, then
It just feels like a wasted effort.
right.
Well, gentlemen, one thing that won't be wasted this morning.
I think we're all on that same page.
Said, but
Well, gentlemen, we can, and I'll send back to Sakina and Duran.
Dig in so that we can talk over here. How has juggling your work and fatherhood worked out for you? Because a lot of the times, as they said, you know, kids feel like they're neglected by daddy because daddy's working so much to make sure that the house is taken care of in terms of financially. So how do you juggle both?
It's a journey, you know, but
Because chef life not easy.
no. And my life actually is very unique where my daughter is currently living overseas
Oh.
and my son is out here with me.
Ah.
Yeah, so just to show you how stepping up to the plate as a dad, when she was 4, she started having seizures. And we were overseas, she had one, she got treatment. They told us to let her come back up for a follow-up treatment in September 2017. And she's been there since getting treatment. So that's a whole transition.
So you have to be back
Back
and
and
forth,
forth.
and between,
Right.
and then both kids have to get attention.
Right. So
Patrick, are you a daddy? Not yet? All right, just hang in there. It's soon
Yeah.
go. Don't worry yourself.
So,
just go and eat up the surf and
I
turf.
decided to give mom a hand by taking my son,
Yeah.
that's his name, my son.
Mason.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, so ease the burden off her. You know, she has my daughter overseas, I have my son out here.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
So you have a 1-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. How do you manage?
Just do it like Nike, just do it.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself. You see, that's the kind of fatherhood I'm talking about. What kind of advice do you have for men coming up that have not had any children yet, like Patrick, who getting ready to have children? What would you advise them to do?
Just make sacrifice for your kids, you know, give them the best. Just give them the best, make sacrifice. Don't find excuses. Just say, okay, consider it done.
Consider it done.
Consider it
so
done.
suppose them come to your house if it's something outlandish, you go consider it done?
Consider it done.
No, I know. I know, sorry, not for me. You see, that's why mommies get the bad rap. That's why mommies are the ones that are the disciplinarians, because at the end of the day, when you go to daddy can I, yeah man, consider it done.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want more kids?
No, that's it for now.
For now?
That's it for now, yes.
For now, not sound like no more, you know. For now,
It's
sound like it just
actually, you
a
know,
change a little
it's a
bit.
mutual decision, so I have to be diplomatic and say for now.
Okay. You want more. Mommy said negative. I can understand that part of it. But I do congratulate all of you as fathers. No,
Yeah, man, food and
I
nice.
do congratulate all of you as daddies. Enjoy your food. I'll do the rest extra. It's all right. Go on and eat. For those of us who would like to celebrate our fathers, not necessarily tomorrow because it might be too late now, but where can we find you to get all of this scrum? Well, you can see that the food tastes good, right?
Yes. I hear the place knocking. All right. We don't have a restaurant. It's just a straight kitchen. So everything is done to order.
So it's just pretty much catering.
Right.
Okay, so I know they have all of your information around there, but we can call you on 876-383-4181.
Correct.
And of course, follow you on Facebook and Twitter at Surf and Turf Fridays. Definitely, there it is. Up it
Instagram,
comes,
yes.
and that's it. There you go. So anybody, suppose we want a little thing fast for tomorrow. Can go on? Are you book out?
For tomorrow,
Yeah.
consider it done.
Hey, that's your motto, right? So, if you didn't remember that tomorrow is Father's Day and you feel like you have to get something done, call him up and consider it done. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Duran, Patrick, Candice, thank you so much for helping make it an awesome morning. I'm going to feed Ali parts of them can't play no music. And thank you, ladies, for being awesome. And of course, that is Maurice Marshall, Kavan Allen, Barrington Brown, Search and Mars, and of course, Durant McLean, who is the owner of Surf and Turf Fridays. We're so grateful. more on Weekend Smile after the break. By the way, all these daddies are just going to stay with us until the show is over because we have other things in store. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.